Have you ever noticed that after just a slightly longer walk, your knees start to ache? Or after climbing a few steps, your legs feel heavy? It doesn't mean you're weak or lazy. The truth is, after 50, our knees quietly change. Cartilage thins, joints lose flexibility, and the muscles around the knees weaken. If ignored, every step becomes pressure on the joint, gradually building into pain and wear. I've seen it happen not only to myself, but to many of my students. Some were once active athletes, yet now need to hold the railing just to climb stairs. The good news? You can still protect and restore your knee health without drugs or surgery if you train the right way. The problem is, most people think walking more is enough. In reality, walking incorrectly or too much can wear your knees down faster. I made the same mistake, walking 5 kilometers every morning, hoping my legs would get stronger, but within weeks my knees burned with pain. Only later did I realize my knee supporting muscles were too weak, forcing my joints to take all the load. Today, I want to share 4 simple yet powerful exercises recommended by physical therapy experts for people over 50. They not only protect your knees, but also strengthen your thighs, hips, and balance. You can do them at home with no fancy equipment in just minutes a day. Exercise 1. Seated knee extension. This simple-looking move is one of the best ways to protect your knees because it strengthens the quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thigh that act as natural shock absorbers for the knee joint. Strong quads reduce the load that travels through the cartilage and ligaments every time you stand, walk, or climb stairs. How to do it. Sit tall on a sturdy chair with your back straight and both feet flat on the floor. Shift your weight slightly onto one sit bone, then slowly straighten the opposite knee until your leg is nearly fully extended. Stop short of locking the joint. Squeeze the front of your thigh at the top and hold for 3-5 seconds, breathing steadily. Lower the foot back down in a controlled way. Complete 12 to 15 reps on one side, rest 30-45 seconds, then switch. Aim for 2 to 3 sets total. Form tips. Move deliberately. No jerking. Keep your torso stable and avoid leaning back to help the leg. If you feel pain, sharp or tingling, stop and check your alignment. A mild muscle burn is fine. Pain is not. To progress, add a light ankle weight or a resistance band looped around both ankles, or increase hold time at the top. To make it easier, perform smaller ranges of motion. Why it matters. Done consistently, seated knee extensions rebuild quad strength, improve joint tracking, reduce knee pain in daily tasks, and give you greater confidence getting up from chairs, cars, or low seats. One practical movement that pays off in everyday life. Exercise. 2. Standing hamstring curl. If the quadriceps are the brakes for your knees, the hamstrings are the support cables that keep them stable from the back. Weak hamstrings can make your knees feel wobbly, put more strain on the front of the joint, and even affect your balance. Strengthening them not only protects the knee, but also makes walking, climbing stairs, and standing from a seated position feel easier and more secure. How to do it? Stand tall behind a sturdy chair, holding the backrest lightly for support. Keep your feet hip-width apart and your weight balanced on your supporting leg. Slowly bend one knee, bringing your heel toward your glutes without letting your hips tilt forward. Lift until you feel a gentle squeeze in the back of your thigh. Don't force the movement. Hold the curl for 2 to 3 seconds. Then lower your foot back to the floor with control. Perform 12-15 reps on one side, then switch. Aim for 2 to 3 sets per leg. Form tips. Keep your upper body steady, no leaning forward or swinging the leg. Engage your core for balance and move in a slow, controlled manner. If needed, place both hands on the chair for stability. To make it harder, use ankle weights or loop a resistance band around your ankles. To make it easier, bend the knee only halfway and reduce repetitions. Why it matters. Strong hamstrings act as a natural counterbalance to your quadriceps, keeping your knees stable during movement and reducing the risk of injury. Over time, this simple exercise can make your legs feel more powerful, your steps more confident, and your knees more resilient in everyday activities. Exercise 3. Step up. If there's one move that mimics real life perfectly, it's the step up. Every time you climb stairs, step onto a curb, or get onto a bus, you're doing this motion. But here's the catch. If your leg muscles are weak or your balance is shaky, even a single step can feel risky. Step-ups train your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves together, while also challenging your balance and coordination. The result? Stronger legs, better knee stability, and more confidence in daily movement. How to do it? Find a sturdy step, low bench, or even the bottom step of a staircase. Stand facing it with feet hip-width apart. Step your right foot fully onto the platform, pressing through your heel as you straighten your leg and bring your left foot up to meet it. Keep your chest tall and core engaged throughout the movement. Step back down with the left foot first, then the right. That's 1 rep. Perform 10 to 12 reps, leading with the right leg. Then switch and lead with the left for another set. Do 2 to 3 sets per side. Form tips. Avoid pushing off too much with your back leg. Let the front leg do the work. Keep your knees aligned with your toes and avoid letting them cave inward. If you feel unsteady, place the step next to a wall or railing for support. To make it harder, hold light dumbbells or increase the height of your step. To make it easier, use a lower step and reduce repetitions. Why it matters. Step-ups build functional strength, the kind you use in everyday life. They train your legs to handle real-world challenges, improve balance, and keep your joints supported. Over time, you'll notice it's easier to climb stairs, navigate uneven ground, and move through your day without that careful don't trip feeling. Exercise 4. Calf raise. Your calves might be small compared to your quads or hamstrings, but they play a huge role in how well you walk, balance, and even stand up from a chair. Weak calves can make you feel unstable, especially on stairs or uneven surfaces, and they can contribute to slower, shorter steps. Calf raises are a simple yet powerful way to build strength, improve ankle mobility, and keep your lower legs ready for whatever the day throws at you. How to do it? Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, near a wall or sturdy surface for balance if needed. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as you comfortably can. Pause for a second at the top to feel the contraction in your calves, then slowly lower your heels back down. That's 1 rep. Aim for 12 to 15 reps, resting briefly, and repeat for 2 to 3 sets. Form tips. Move in a slow, controlled manner. No bouncing. Keep your weight evenly distributed across the balls of your feet and avoid rolling your ankles outward or inward. To make it harder, perform the move on a step with your heels hanging off the edge, allowing for a deeper stretch at the bottom. You can also add resistance by holding light dumbbells. To make it easier, reduce the range of motion or hold on to a sturdy chair for extra support. Why it matters. Strong calves help absorb the impact of walking and protect your knees and ankles. They also improve push-off power, making each step smoother and more efficient. Over time, you'll notice better balance, less fatigue in your legs, and a spring in your step. Literally. These 4 exercises, seated knee extension, standing hamstring curl, step up, and calf raise, work together to target every major muscle group in your lower body. They strengthen the quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves while also improving joint stability and balance. And the best part? You don't need a fancy gym or expensive equipment. A sturdy chair, a step, and your own body weight are enough to make a real difference. If you're just starting out, aim to do each exercise 2 to 3 times per week, with a day of rest in between to allow your muscles to recover. Perform them in a circuit, 1 set of each exercise, then repeat the whole sequence 2 to 3 times. Over time, as your strength improves, you can increase the number of reps, add light weights, or try more challenging variations. Remember, consistency is your greatest tool. You might not notice big changes overnight, but within a few weeks, you'll likely feel stronger, steadier, and more confident in your movements. Whether your goal is to keep up with the grandkids, hike your favorite trail, or simply enjoy daily life without fear of falling, building lower body strength is one of the best investments you can make in your health after 50. Start today, keep at it, and your legs will thank you every step of the way.